Hello everyone, I am here with the requested video of the home buying process. I want to tell you guys how I bought my first home with zero down at closing. They actually gave me a check, and just give you guys a little insight on my process as well as how you should get started in getting your first home, because you know you can, right? You can do it. First and foremost, I have been in my home for about 3 weeks now, and I am in love with my home. Coming from apartment living, I used to live on the bottom, and I would hear my neighbor above me, and it was nerve wracking every single day. Now I am in total peace. I can talk as loud as I want, and I'm just really loving my space that God has blessed me with. First and foremost, you have to believe that you can make this happen for yourself. And that's how you get started. I would like to say the first thing that you should do, the first thing that I did was talk to a lender. There are so many lenders out there. You can research different lenders. If you have a realtor in mind, you can ask the realtor for a recommendation on a lender. That's what I did. I asked my realtor. He gave me a recommendation on a lender. I reached out to the lender. It is totally free to talk to a lender. It is totally free. They don't charge you anything. Just to see where you are, you're going to have to pull a couple documents for them. They're going to ask for W-2s from your recent employers, recent bank statements, check stubs, things of that nature, and you send it in to them. It's like an application. They'll let you know where you stand. When I first reached out to my lender, I was not ready to buy a home. She told me to get a credit card so I could boost my credit a little bit. As far as I know, your credit score has to be at a minimum of a 640 in order to qualify for a loan. So we actually worked together, me and my lender. After 3 months after I got my first credit card, my score jumped so high that I was ready to start shopping. So the first thing I recommend you to do, yes, is to reach out to a lender, and do not get discouraged at all by any means of any parts of this process that may go wrong or anything. The key is to get the house. We're not going to rush it or anything like that. Just get it. And when the time comes, it will happen. Just continue to manifest it. So first and foremost, talk to your lender. Now, when the lender says, hey, you're approved, you're pre-approved meaning you can now start shopping. Shopping, I thought, would be the funnest part. It is one of the hardest parts. I'm not going to say the hardest part, but it's one of the hardest parts. Looking for houses. It is fun, but it gets hard because you're like, no, this isn't it. No, this isn't it. Yes, this is it. But then you find out it's out of your budget or something crazy like that. I want to tell you, when it comes to shopping for your home, looking around with your realtor, make sure you have a realtor that you trust. My realtor was a hometown realtor at first, and then I had to get a realtor closer to me because of the distance and stuff. And then I grew a bond with them as well. But yeah, get someone that you can trust and that you can ask questions and not afraid to talk to. So yeah, the first thing I would say when searching for a home is get what you can afford. I know the lender told you you're approved for this great amount, this wonderful amount. However, do not max your loan if you don't have to. Get what you can afford. Live within your means. This is where live within your means comes in. Live within your means. I think I was approved for up to $180,000, but I did not want to max that loan out, so I didn't. I found something way below that. Don't get discouraged. Just because you bid on the home doesn't mean you're going to get it. This was mind-blowing to me. This was very mind-blowing how competitive the market is, even with COVID-19. People are buying houses so fast. I'm going to give an example. There was a house that I really liked. I was feeling it. I felt the vibe of the house. However, I'm like, let me sleep on it, because it was late at night when I went to go see it. And I slept on it. The next morning, I said, I really want to make an offer. I'm ready. I want to do this. By the time I woke up, the house was gone. If you sleep on it, my realtor told me this, if you sleep on it, you will not sleep in it. And it is a fact, because the market is booming right now for home buyers. So you have to make that decision for you and whoever you're going to be living with. For my issue was, I wanted to confide in my family and ask my family questions. Do you like these pictures of this house? Do you think this is a good house for me when I'm the only person living in it? Yes, we always like to ask our family and our friends questions, but sometimes you have to make certain decisions on your own. And that's something that I learned that was hard for me, that I had to just make the decisions on my own because I was the one paying for it. I was the only one living in it. And I had to make the decision if I wanted a house. And no one really understood that, how competitive the market was, and how if I don't make a bid today, I may not get the house. A lot of people are like, don't rush it, don't rush it. Yeah, but if you really like something, you need to bid on it, because just because you bid doesn't mean you're going to get it. I bid maybe on 3 or 4 homes before I actually got an offer accepted. There's so much competitive offers out there. And you just, like, the one that's for you, the house that's for you is going to be for you. Like, it's going to fall into your hands. And that's just how I feel. Like, the other houses didn't work out because those aren't the ones that God had for me. So live within your means. Don't give up and don't get discouraged, because you're not going to get a lot of offers accepted. Yeah, you may get your first offer accepted. That's great. Congratulations. But sometimes it doesn't work out like that. So don't rush it. When you get your offer accepted, I thought that I was done. I thought, okay, well, we're about to close on this house, and that's it. No, this is like almost the beginning. Again, it's like the beginning starts over again. Everything starts over. You have so much to do. You're going to have so much paperwork to be filling out with your lender. You're going to have so much things to be doing for your realtor. In order to get closed on this home, you're going to have to, first and foremost, you're going to have to get your home inspected. And they give you like a week tops. You're going to have to find an inspector. It's going to cost you between, I say, $250 and $500. Mine was $500. So be prepared to pay that $500 out of pocket. No one's going to reimburse you. That's just out of pocket, just to make sure your home is in good condition, or if it's not in excellent condition, what needs to be fixed by the seller so that you're able to move in it. So your lender, whoever you're getting your loan through, will be able to approve that house livable for you. I know, for instance, I got an FHA loan. They're very strict on a lot of things. So you have to make sure that that home is ready for you to move into. So first is the inspection. Then after the inspection, you really need to get like a termite inspection as well. Some places subcontract someone to do the termite inspection. So I would ask the inspector, do they know someone that can do a termite inspection? Because a lot of homes can have termites. So you need to make sure your home does not have termites before you move in it. And then after that, it's kind of like you have to wait. You're going to have to wait because the realtor is going to send an amendment out about the things you want fixed after the home inspection comes back. It was a lot of stuff on the list, but inspectors see everything. They're going to see everything. But the thing is, you need to pick out the things that really need to be fixed. Not the light bulb is out or little cosmetic things that you can eventually fix, but big things like if there's termites in the crawl space, or if the drain mechanism is broken, or the dryer vent isn't working, like big things, the roof, anything like that, you need to make sure that it gets fixed before you before you move forward in the process. I would say if the seller is not willing to fix a lot of things, maybe this house isn't for you. I mean, you have that option to back out before you get deeper and deeper into the process. Ask lots of questions, because you're going to have lots of questions. There was a lot of paperwork that I filled out with my lender that I had no idea what it meant. So it's okay to ask questions. They know that you don't know a lot of things. Like, this is your first time doing this. They know that you don't have a lot of things. You don't know a lot of things. So ask questions, because there's going to be lots and lots of paperwork. And also, I was a first-time home buyer. So there are so many programs out there for first-time home buyers that your lender should be telling you about. I was able to close on my home with zero down. They actually gave me a check back, because at the end, you're going to have to get your home appraised. That just tells you the value of the home. And some places they make you pay it up front just in case you don't go through with the home. I think my appraisal fee was $500. I had to pay that out of pocket just in case I didn't go through with the home. They appraised the home. The value of the home was about how much I paid for it. Now, if your value is significantly more than what you gave them for the home, you may have to come negotiate a different offer to the table. So yeah, it's different processes, different levels to this, but don't get discouraged. It's going to work out. I know that at the end of my process, my house was supposed to close 4 times. I did not close those 4 times. I started to get discouraged a little bit, but I kept my faith. I really did, because it was supposed to close the first time. Things weren't fixed yet. The second time, the appraisal, something was wrong with the appraisal. The third time, I'm not really sure, but the last time, I was supposed to close, and the day before closing, they pulled my credit, because they're going to pull your credit again before you close. So it is very important not to buy anything during this process. Like, don't go out and buy a new car. I was fortunate enough to be able to. I don't know. It's just my favorite in faith. But don't go out and buy anything new, significant, any new loans. If you want to buy something for your house, don't. Just wait. Just wait until everything is closed, wrapped up, you signed the deal, and you got the keys. But the day before my closing, I actually had started back school in August of this year. And they were like, oh, did you open a new loan? I'm like, what are y'all talking about? No, I haven't opened a new loan. They were like, oh, it's like a Nelnet loan. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm in grad school. And they're like, well, now you're over the debt to income ratio. We're not going to be able to close on your home. What? So, yeah, I wasn't even discouraged. Like, I was just like, it is what it is, because my education is very important to me. And at the end of the day, if I can't get this home right now because I am in school, that's just what it is. This was the best time, the best year to go back to get your degree. So I made that choice. But they were able to work things out for me so that I was able to get my home. So that was no one but the grace of God, by the grace, His grace only, by my Father's love, that I was able to still close on my home. But I had to wait a little bit longer, which is okay. So don't get discouraged. Keep your faith and just do it. There's this quote, I wrote it down because I always say it. Do it broke, do it alone, do it tired, do it scared. Just do it. Just do it. If you want something and you see that in your life, just do it. Now is the time. There's no better time than the present to do it. Just as long as you got income and you know you're going to keep your job, you can do it. You can do it. I used to think that, well, I'm going to get my first house when I get married, and then I'm going to have kids and etc. But sometimes things don't go in that order. My house, my mortgage on my home actually costs the same amount as my apartment. So it's really crazy. A 1-bedroom apartment costs the same as a 3-bedroom house with a backyard and a front yard. So yeah, just do it. Just try it. If you are interested in the home buying process, and if you are in Middle Tennessee or in Clarksville, I have really great realtors in this area that can help you. I did use American Mortgage as a lender. So you should reach out to American Mortgage to see where you stand. You may not be ready right now, or you may be ready. I wasn't ready, but don't get discouraged. Just because you're not ready, get ready. Do what you have to do to get where you want to be. And I just encourage each and every one of you that you can do it. You can be a homeowner. You can be a homeowner single. You can be a homeowner in a relationship, married, anything, old, young, anything. I'm 27 years old and I did this. And I am so very proud of myself, and I'm proud of you because you are ready to do this as well. And I have faith in you. If anyone has any other questions, comments, concerns, just hit me up. I don't know everything about home buying process, but I do know a lot, and I can give better and greater insight. So this is my YouTube channel. If you haven't noticed already, subscribe, like my video, and comment. Thank y'all. Good luck to y'all in the home buying process.